Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. So today I'm going to be moving on a little bit further with the hood box. So this is stage 4 I believe, also known as issue 143 of the Delorean. So this time we've got a lot more parts to do, and it looks like we've got a lot more of those clear valves to do. So without further ado, let's get into it, let's get building. Right, so issue 143, or what I'm calling stage 4 of the hood box. You can see we have plenty of parts. And we're doing something very similar to what we've done in the last couple of stages, namely putting a peg through a piece of metal, putting a valve, I guess, on top, and then attaching it to the box itself. And we're going to do that many, many more times. Many, many more times. Attaching all those into the car, we've got a large piece that we're going to be placing in as well. Securing that on from the back. We've got a large valve type bit, looks like. Adding bits onto there. And then obviously we've got more from the movie. And yes, more railway track. So these are all the parts. So let's see what we now need to do. So we've got the hood box there. I'll just remind you how that's currently looking. Just like that. So it looks like we're going to be potentially building up a little bit more detail within this section here. Now it looks like the first bit we're doing, or one of the first bits we're doing, actually going to light up, because I think it comes over these two parts here. So the very first thing we need is this metal bracket. Probably going to be this one. Let's have a look. If it goes through the hole, I'm going to go with it being that one. Right, that's now in there. And the part that's going on top of that is 143C, which is going to be one of these clear bits. I think it's going to be either this one or this one. It looks like it's going to be this one. So this one's got a little collar on the bottom, and that's going to go just over the top, like so. That is then going to go just in here, over those two holes there. And we're going to use the QP screws again. Lots of QP screws in this one. Just in there. So, like so. I'm just going to put that to one side, because we now need this metal bracket with the 4 holes in. And this one seems to be symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which way around they go. But we're going to start off with F61, which are these. Now I think there's all going to be F61s in all of these. Yep, so 4 F61s. However, on the top, we do have different ones. So we need 143E. I don't think that's either of those. It could quite easily be this one. Just having a look at the instructions and just working out what we have. I believe that's 143E. And then we have different sized ones of these. I'm just going to work out which one's which. but it looks like they just get bigger as they go along. So it looks like we've got 143E, F, G, and H. And they're all going to go onto here in that order, I believe. Yep. So they're going to go in that order on here using these pins to secure them in place. Right, so that's the first one. Now I'm just going to do the same with all of these. And as I say, we've got the smaller one there, and then we've got two, which I think are actually the same size, even though they are labelled different letters. But, oh, the difference I can see is one's got a silver cap, one doesn't. And with black and white instructions, I have absolutely no idea which way around they need to go. So we got clear, clear. So I'm going to end with the silver one, I've decided. I'm going to put all the clear ones together first, and then end with the silver one. So we've just got the last one going on the end there, like so. And then that's being placed into the hood box. With the larger one closest to this box, we're going to place it over the top of those two LEDs there. And again, we're using the QP screws just to hold that in place. So that is looking just like so. And we have another one of those type of things to make up using this bracket with the 3 holes in place. And what we're going to be putting on those will be these, along with these F61s again. And it looks like we've got two of the same size and one slightly taller. The slightly taller one is going in the middle. The two same size ones are going on the outer edge. So I'm going to start off with the taller one. And again, that's just going to go through the hole, and then this is going to be pressed onto the top, like so. And do the same for the other two. So we've got the 3 in there that look just like that. So we've got the taller one in the middle and the 2 on the outer side that are the same size. They are going in next to this red coil, and that's just going to sit in there like so. And again, we've got 2 QP screws to secure that in place. It's a QP screw sort of issue today. Not the easiest thing to do at all. But they're now in there like so. Right, I think that's it for the fiddly bits on this one now, hopefully. The next thing we need is this large piece here. And this is going to go across the middle here. And it is going to go over the top of those cables. Just looking, I don't think there's an orientation for it. So we're just going to place that in like that, pressing down those cables. Then we're going to secure it from the underside using the AP screws. Okay, I have just noticed actually there is a right and a wrong way around for this. These have a bit of a cam shape to them, as does the hole in the box. So they do only fit one way around, even though the part looks like it's symmetrical. I think it's just to stop the part from spinning when you're trying to put the screw in. Right, So we've now got that piece secured along there. Next up, we need this silver piece. And that is going just in front of this piece here. We've got a hole and a place for a pin. That's just going to sit like so. And we're going to use an end piece screw for that one. So just holding that in place, and the end piece screw is just going in there. Just want to make sure that is straight. So it's going in like that. We then have this large bulb component, and it's going to sit over the top of this LED, like so. Now to hold that in place, we have this little plug, and that's going to go in like so. And that is all there is to do in that issue. It's looking just like that. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up. Can't be many more valves to add to this now. I think with all those valves, they're just really, really fiddly, and I'm sure there would have been a better way of doing that. But anyway, it's looking absolutely fantastic. I have to admit, it's just those are really, really fiddly, especially if you've got slightly chunky hands. It's certainly not something I'd want to recreate in an instant. But I do believe there are more to come. If you want to see me fiddle through that again and see how this progresses and then see the final article, you're going to have to hit that subscribe button and ding that bell, and then you'll be notified when I release the next videos. Until next time, I'll see you around. Cheers.